Good day, St. Maarten. I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome back to another edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We're bringing the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Let's dive into our top headlines.
Armed robbery at Philipsburg jewelry store, multiple arrests made. On Tuesday, September 30th, around 11:50 a.m., police responded to an armed robbery at a jewelry store in Philipsburg. Two masked suspects, dressed in black long-sleeve shirts and short beachwear pants, entered the store after arriving on jet skis from the waterfront. They stole merchandise and quickly fled the scene. Heading in the direction of K Bay, KPSM patrols and detectives working together with the Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard swiftly secured the K Bay area and launched a coordinated search. The operation led to the arrest of several suspects believed to be connected to the robbery. All suspects were transported to the Philipsburg police station for interrogation, while the jet skis and other evidence were seized as part of the ongoing investigation. Police are reminding jewelry stores and other high-value businesses to strengthen security measures, including installing video surveillance, alarm systems with direct police notification, and control access entry points. KPSM urges anyone with information about this robbery to contact the police station at 542-2222 or leave an anonymous tip at 9300. Authorities have extended thanks to the Coast Guard and law enforcement partners for their immediate response and effective collaboration. KPSM issues warning, door-to-door jewelry scam targeting residents. The police force of St. Maarten is warning the community about a door-to-door scam involving fake jewelry services. According to reports, two men, described as appearing of Latin descent, have been approaching homes, pretending to offer services such as jewelry cleaning, inspection, or authentication. Once residents hand over their valuables for so-called examination, the suspects flee with the items. Police are strongly advising the public not to trust unsolicited individuals at their doors and never hand over jewelry or other valuables to strangers. Residents are urged to politely decline and close their doors if approached. KPSM also encourages the community to stay alert, especially looking out for elderly neighbors who may be more vulnerable to these schemes. Anyone who encounters these individuals should take note of their appearance, clothing, and any vehicle they may be using and report the information immediately by calling 542-2222 or call 911. Victims or anyone with information that may help investigators can also submit tips anonymously via the KPSM tip line at 9300. Police are urging everyone to share this warning with friends, family, and neighbors to help prevent further incidents. Police address IMA claim on daily home invasions. The police force of St. Maarten has responded to recent remarks by the Indian Merchants Association, which suggested that so-called daily home invasions are occurring on the island. In a statement, KPSM clarified that while some incidents of home invasions have taken place, there is no evidence of daily occurrences. Police say such claims can unnecessarily spread fear and misinformation. Authorities highlighted that in recent weeks and months, targeted operations have led to the arrest of multiple suspects linked to armed robberies and other serious crimes. Manpower and resources have been redirected to curb high-impact crimes, including burglaries and robberies. KPSM also continues to work closely with community partners, sharing safety guidance and stressing that crime prevention is a shared responsibility between police, organizations, and residents. The force urged groups making public statements to rely on facts and reminded the public to depend on official KPSM updates for verified safety information. They are more than elders, they are living libraries. When they leave us, what knowledge is lost? Our featured story today asks an urgent question about Sint Maarten's future.
A new day begins. The sun rises over St. Maarten, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected St. Maarten. From every street to every home, this network was built for St. Maarten by St. Maarten hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
Mizzy with a Sunshine Report straight out of Sunshine City, St. Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. Don't forget to follow NEWSDESK on Facebook for your daily Sunshine Report. So as you enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, stay friendly, sunshine.
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to remember to help keep you and your family safe. If you're not in an area that is advised to evacuate and you decide to stay in your home, plan for adequate supplies in case you lose power and water for several days and you're not able to leave due to flooding or blocked roads. This hurricane season, make a family emergency communication plan. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of Sint Maarten. The Ministry of Vromi, Department of Infrastructure Management, together with the Police Department KPSM, is making changes to traffic on a section of Canagita Street and Manzanella-Steeg, Philipsburg. The Canagita Street from the intersection with Percy-Labega Street to Manzanella-Steeg will now be a one-way street. Inbound traffic can enter Canagita Street from Percy-Labega Street and drive straight ahead or turn left into Manzanella-Steeg. Outbound traffic leaving town on Canagita Street must make a right turn onto Manzanella-Steeg. Entry further into the Canagita Street will no longer be permitted. Outbound traffic exiting Manzanella-Steeg onto Walter Nisbet Road can either make a right or left-hand turn. The Ministry of Vromi, Department of Infrastructure Management, and the Police Department would like to thank the public for their attention to this change. Please follow the new traffic rules and signage and drive safely.
Prime Minister highlights border security and regional geopolitics at UN Assembly. The Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Mercilina, placed border security and regional geopolitics high on the agenda while attending the 80th United Nations General Assembly in New York. In a high-level meeting, he joined Dutch Prime Minister Dick Schoof, Netherlands Foreign Minister David van Weel, Curaçao's Prime Minister Gilmar Pisas, Aruba's Tourism Minister Wendrik Cecilia, and Sint Maarten's Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports, the Honorable Melissa Gums. Also present was Stuart Johnson, Chief of Staff of the Prime Minister. Discussions centered on rising tensions in Venezuela and their implications for the wider Caribbean. For Sint Maarten, these issues are directly tied to border security and regional stability. Prime Minister Mercilina underscored that Sint Maarten's location at the crossroads of the Caribbean demands vigilance. He stressed that safeguarding borders and ensuring public safety remain top priorities. He also highlighted that these challenges extend beyond any single island and require a collective kingdom-wide response. Quoting Mercilina, "We must remain proactive, not reactive. Sint Maarten will continue to engage in dialogue on security, migration flows, and the border regional impact of developments in Venezuela. Solutions must be kingdom-wide, but also tailored to the realities of the community." The meeting underscored the importance of kingdom partners standing united in addressing regional challenges and affirmed Sint Maarten's commitment to remain actively engaged. USM Reading Festival brings stories to life for young learners. The University of Sint Maarten was alive with imagination this past weekend as the campus hosted its two-day reading festival on Friday and Saturday. Organized in partnership with Bibliolnef Sint Maarten and Sint Maarten Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports, along with the Sint Maarten Library, the event drew elementary school students, families, and the wider community for storytelling, creativity, and interactive fun. Children discovered books in new ways through performances, activities, and workshops designed to spark imagination. A highlight was a theoretical adaptation of The Night Owl and the Rooster, performed by USM's Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education students, with narration by Antonia Joseph Phillips. The cast brought the classic tale to life on stage. Other highlights included a storytelling and AI workshop, a cozy reading cafe, a puppet show of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, a dance performance, and family-friendly activities such as face painting, games, and book giveaways. Students from the CAFY CAFE program also played a key role, supporting Friday's activities, assisting with performances, and even helping build stage sets. USM expressed gratitude to all partners, students, volunteers, and families for making the Reading Festival a success. The university emphasized that events like these strengthen literacy, creativity, and education for young learners across Sint Maarten. CPS urges vigilance to prevent mosquito breeding. The Collective Prevention Services is urging households and businesses across Sint Maarten to step up vigilance against mosquito breeding following recent rainfall. Officials warn that mosquitoes can breed in as little as half an inch of water, making items like old tires, buckets, flower pots, or even plastic bags potential habitats. Residents are asked to cover, remove, or turn over containers, clean rain spouts, keep trash bins sealed, and regularly check their yard and workspaces for stagnant water. CPS stresses that source reduction is the most effective way to curb mosquito population and prevent mosquito-borne diseases like dengue. Dengue can be life-threatening with symptoms including fever, rash, joint pain, nausea, headaches, and pain behind the eyes. Anyone showing 2 or more of these symptoms after a fever should seek medical attention immediately. Residents are also advised to use mosquito repellent, wear light-colored clothing at dawn and dusk, and keep rain barrels and water tanks covered with fine mesh. To report mosquito breeding concerns or request assistance, contact CPS Vector Control Team at 542-1222, 520-4161, or 914, or email at vector-control@stmartengov.org. cultural pageants to quiet moments of care, our seniors are keeping history alive. But who will tell our island story when they're gone? That's coming up next.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
What did you do?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
The
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a f***ing app. What the f***? It's not a f***ing app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch our Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Good day. In small island communities like ours, history isn't always written in books or stored in archives. Much of who we are lives in the voices of our elders. The grandmother stories, the fisherman's memories, the place, names, and traditions passed down by word of mouth. When an elder passes away, it isn't just the loss of a beloved family member. It's the closing of a chapter, a fragment of heritage, a shade of memory, sometimes an entire piece of identity that may never be recovered. The Honorable Minister Mercilina put it plainly during his Aging with Dignity address, when he called our seniors living libraries. He thanked them for the roads they paved, for the sacrifices they made, and urged us all to ensure that they remain at the heart of our society. The sense of urgency could not be more real. Every year we delay, we risk losing stories of migration, of resilience, of culture and community. We risk forgetting songs, rituals, and family stories that have guided generations. Yet, Sint Maarten has already taken steps to honor its seniors. Volunteer groups like the Chuchi Foundation regularly visit senior homes, not just to bring supplies, but to listen, to share conversations that remind our elders that their voices still matter. Events such as the WYCCF Senior Pageant, White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation Senior Pageant, give them a stage to shine, to showcase creativity and dignity in public life. Policymakers too have recognized this importance through commemorations like the International Day of the Elderly. These efforts prove that we understand the value of our elders, but they also highlight a critical truth. What exists now is not enough. Without coordination, without recording and archiving, the knowledge in our seniors' minds risk disappearing with them. What can we do? Experts and advocates suggest creating a national oral history program where schools, government, and NGOs work hand in hand to record interviews, transcribe stories, and digitize them for future generations. They call for storytelling in classrooms, heritage projects that pair youth with elders, and festivals where seniors take their rightful place as cultural custodians. Above all, this is about respect, about embedding seniors not as an afterthought, but as the foundation of how we educate, how we make policy, and how we understand ourselves. So the question is real. Who will tell our island's stories when our elders are gone? The answer must be us. By listening now, by recording now, by honoring them while they're still here, we safeguard not only their dignity, but our identity as a people. Let us not wait until too few remain. Let us act today, ensuring their voices echo into tomorrow, because without them, the story of Sint Maarten risks being incomplete. That's all the time we have for today's edition of Sint Maarten News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms. I'm also Lawrence.
And I'm Yesina Lasara, wishing you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
And stay friendly, Sint Maarten.